Neil, who are you?
Well, Joel Harrison, I'm Neil Ridley. I'm a drinks writer. I'm an enjoyer of grain whisky, and I've come to the whisky show this weekend to enjoy some really good grain whisky.
Joel,
how about you?
Who are you?
Who am I? I write predominantly with Neil, a bok called Distilled, which just won the Fortnum & Mason's Food and Drink Book of the Year award.
God's sake,
Got to get it
what
in
a
there.
plug,
Award-winning
what a
writer.
plug.
And I'm stood next to a guy called Johnny Cornthwaite. Johnny, what do you do?
I'm brand manager for this cheap little grain whisky.
There's another plug.
Spreading the love of
There's
grain.
another plug. Well, I'm going to do a plug as well. I'm Becky Paskin.
Yay!
Hey, I deserve a cheers. I'm editor of ScotchWhisky.com, which this video should be on that site. I should have thought.
Well, we'll give it a cheers. Here's
Cheers.
to ScotchWhisky.com.
Here's to ScotchWhisky.com.
Cheers.
Thanks very much. Here's the launch.
Thank
We're all testing green whiskey today, actually. We'll kick off with Neil. Neil, what do you have in your glass?
I've got Invergordon 25-year-old. Now, grain is an interesting whisky in that you tend to find lots of fatty, buttery notes in there straight away. This, for me, is classic grain whisky. There's some lovely corn influence to this. Big, rich oiliness to it. I would suspect probably a first fill bourbon cask. Perhaps it's got that lovely lightness, vanilla notes about it. But you get that fantastic mixability with it as well. It's brilliant.
Fabulous. Joel, what do you have in your glass?
I've got this Girvan Peyton still, which is being modelled here by Johnny. Again, as Neil says, big, fat and buttery, a bit like me. And it has a real character to it of lovely vanilla. It's like dipping into a creme brulee. Absolutely fantastic. I would recommend it probably after you've had a meal with dessert.
Johnny, what do you have?
What you said, I have exactly the same. So
Yeah.
proof strength, the amazing thing, 57.1%, which is obviously proof strength, but it's soft and gentle and sweet,
A bit like me
creamy,
again,
oily,
is that right?
and delicious, just like Joel.
I think a little bit like Becky, actually.
Ah, just like Becky.
Soft, creamy and delicious.
Well,
Oh, I don't know about creamy. Bit too much. So I'm tasting Hedonism Quendissimus, which
That's a
is
big glass.
it is a big. This is.
Easy. Look at that.
I like this whiskey. It's pretty good. This is a anniversary bottling from this independent company. So the only independent one we have in the room. This is. So Hedonism was released in 2000. This was released this year, 2015. Quendissimus meaning 15. So complex on the nose. You get some really lovely vanilla oaky characters in there, and on the palate, really lovely, really fruity, really complex, really deep. And normally, I mean, people don't think that grain whiskey is actually that complex and doesn't deliver that many flavours, but
Absolutely.
oh, fantastic. And I think a lot of people would probably mistake this for a single malt because of the complexity, because of the wood character in there, and because of the depth of flavour.
Our tip
So,
for this, well, for next year actually, grain whisky.
Grain
Everybody
whiskey.
buy grain
Whiskey.
whiskey.
up and
Delicious.
coming, up and coming.
all about grain.
All about grain whiskey. Cheers, guys. Slange.
Cheers to grain.
Slange.
Slange.
Cheers.